Hey guys, welcome back to Coach's Corner. I'm sitting down here with the offensive coordinator, Coach Mosley. Coach, good to see you.
How are you, Dale?
Doing good. So go ahead and talk to me about the Northgate game.
Northgate game was obviously pretty tough offensively, the toughest we've had in a while. It was a tough test. Physically, we just didn't handle it well. We made some mental errors as well, and probably didn't coach as well as we needed to leading up to it. And when those three things happen, you're not gonna have a good night. So I think that was more than anything, we weren't ready for the physicality, and we as coaches didn't have it ready for it.
For the first time all year, we've seen this offense kind of sputter and not get the necessary yardage on first and second down to be successful.
Yeah.
What was in your mind in the first half? What was going through your head as what do we need to do to correct this? What do we need to do to get those yardage? Because we can't run against them.
No, well, we put in some different formations where we felt like we had a numbers advantage, and we did have a numbers advantage, but we just weren't able to make that numbers advantage work for us. And give Northgate some credit; they're an outstanding defensive team, and but we tried everything everything new, everything we'd been doing, and they just had a better plan on defense than we did on offense, I think. So I guess that's how they got us.
There was one guy in particular, the guy that's going to Clemson, number 22, that was he's in the backfield all day. He was
22 and 40 gave us problems.
They were big players.
They were big players. They played really, really well with a lot of intensity. I'm not sure we ever met their intensity. And it wasn't, like I say, it wasn't all our kids, it was coaches too, but 22 and 40 we had a hard time with all night.
And it's also, they're on the road, they're at home,
Right.
So they're playing on the intensity of senior night that we were playing with when we played Mundy's Mill.
Yeah.
So does playing there on their senior night, and it was a packed house, Fox 5's there, did that play any part in what was going on?
I'm sure it did for them, because I think that's the best they played all year. Looking at all the films that we had, I think that was by far the best game they played defensively. They played fast, they played hard. Northgate teams always play hard, but we normally do too. And but yeah, I think that they were really, really geeked up for that game, and they never let down. They started from play one and went to the final play. So no letdown for them at all, and it was tough.
Do you think that the defense may have fed off the first two plays of the game, which was the long run, because the crowd definitely
got
fed
it
off
excited, and I got the crowd going, and we weren't ready. And we've done that in the past. You've seen big plays on the first play of the game, where defense runs out there and they see something maybe they haven't seen on film, them shifting to the gun. We were there. We have players there to make plays, but that running back's good too. And you get him in open field one-on-one, he's tough to handle. And but yeah, they no doubt that got the momentum on their side. We were close to stealing it back a couple times where we hit some big plays, and then we had some penalties to bring them back. So that was the story of the night.
Now the first half wasn't one to remember. Y'all didn't have a lot of offense mustered, but the second half y'all had the touchdown to Dion. Y'all started to move the ball a lot better, and we also started to see a lot more shotgun with Joey. And even all game we saw more passes with Joey. As the year has gone on, how is the trust of all the coaches just been put into Joey? And he stepped up on Friday.
He did. He played a good game. People, they'll see an incomplete pass, or one time he threw a screen at Rico's feet, which is what he's coached to do. If he's covered, throw it at his feet, don't take the sack. But yeah, Joey played well. He made some plays out of some things that weren't there. We went to the gun stuff to try to get back in the game when they got up 2 scores on us. That's not our strong suit, obviously, but they handled it well. Did a good job. But I don't think you're gonna see that a whole lot, unless we have to.
Yeah.
So our strong suits are running backs and our run game.
But it was good to see Joey get a couple throws and,
He did, yeah.
you know,
he played-
definitely shine in
played
the
well.
spotlight.
He played really well, and you know he's gotten better each game. You know, for a 10th grader, he's going to really be an outstanding quarterback
Mhm.
for us.
And then the touchdown, you know, Deion's had a couple plays this year where he has had a touchdown, you know, in his hands and he kind of drops it. But this time he said, no, I'm taking it to the house. After that touchdown, what was the, you know, how did y'all get sparked off that? Because that's a huge play, and it seemed like y'all were going crazy on the bench, and it just seemed like y'all were going to turn this thing around and take it.
Well, yeah, we thought, you know, like I say, that was one of the times where we thought we got the momentum. But then, you know, they come out, that made it 14-7, right?
Mhm.
Yeah, and we're one score away, but we were just never able to get our offense consistently to move the ball.
Mhm.
You know, and against a defense like them, if you have a penalty that makes it 2nd 15 or 1st and 20 or something, you're not gonna catch up. You gotta stay in front of the sticks, and we didn't do that.
Looking ahead to this week for Dutchtown, y'all played them 3 times in the past 2 years.
This will be the 4th in 12 months.
Mhm. And this is the same situation, just on a different home.
Yeah.
You know, y'all are playing at home this time. You know, what's the game plan this week for the offense? You know, they're coming off this brutal week. You know,
Well-
they're a little banged up, but what is the game plan for you guys to get this offense moving again?
Well, we're much better offensively than the first time we played them. We were still learning with the wing tee. We've got a lot more veer in now. So, you know, we've got things to go to that they haven't seen. They'll see a little bit of it on film, but the first time we played them, we only had about 40% of our offense in. You know, so we feel pretty confident. You know, this is a good team. Dutchtown, you know, they turned it over 5 times the first time we played them, and still we only beat them by 2 points. So we think, you know, the biggest test to me, I think, is for our defense, because they're really, really good on offense. So we'll see how it goes.
Okay. All right, Coach.
All right.
Good to talk to you.
All right.
As always, thank you guys. Join us next week on Coach's Corner.